Many years ago, when I was a young monk, I believed success belonged to the strongest people, the smartest people, or the luckiest people. I spent years searching for a secret hidden in ancient books, hoping to discover one magical answer that would transform my life. One morning, my teacher handed me 2 empty clay pots. He told me, fill one pot with a single grain of rice every day. Leave the other empty. At first, I laughed. 1 grain of rice? What difference could that possibly make? But I obeyed. Every sunrise, I placed 1 grain into the first pot. Some days I forgot. Some days I thought it was meaningless. Some days I wanted to quit because nothing seemed to change. Weeks passed, then months. One day I looked at the pot. It was almost full. My teacher smiled and asked, "Did the pot become full overnight?" "No," I replied. "It became full because you respected the smallest action." That lesson has never left me. Most people dream about changing their lives. Very few people change their habits, and habits are where destiny quietly begins. People often ask me, how do I become successful? They expect me to give them a complicated answer. Instead, I ask them a simple question. What did you do today that your future self will thank you for? Notice that I did not ask about next week. I did not ask about next year. I asked about today. Because tomorrow is only an idea. Today is reality. Many of us spend our lives waiting to feel motivated before we begin. But motivation is like the morning fog. It appears. Then it disappears. Discipline is different. Discipline stays even when you don't feel inspired. It carries you forward on the days when your emotions tell you to stop. There is another lesson I learned while living in the mountains. Every morning I watched water drip from the roof of our temple after the rain. Drop by drop. The water struck the same stone. The stone was much stronger than the water. Yet after many years, the stone had changed. Not because the water was powerful, because it was consistent. Your efforts work the same way. Reading 10 pages a day, walking for 20 minutes, practicing your craft, learning one new skill, saving a little money, speaking kindly. These actions seem small. But small actions repeated over time become an extraordinary life. The greatest obstacle is rarely a lack of talent. It is the voice inside your mind that whispers, "You can start tomorrow." When you hear that voice, smile. Do not argue with it. Do not fight it. Simply take one small step. Action is the quiet answer to doubt. Remember this. You do not become successful in a single moment. You become successful every time you choose growth instead of comfort. Every time you choose patience instead of frustration. Every time you choose progress instead of excuses. One decision, one habit, one day at a time. So before you leave today, I invite you to ask yourself one question. If I repeat today's choices for the next 5 years, where will they lead me? If the answer fills you with hope, continue your path. If the answer brings you discomfort, do not be discouraged. A new path begins with a single step, and that step can begin today. May your mind remain peaceful, may your heart remain patient, and may your actions become the bridge between the life you have and the life you dream of.